Alright guys, so I mounted up my old RC 4-drive disruptor transmission. It's not going to be fast. It's an axial 27 turn. The transmission is I think 13 or 17 to 1. I can't remember. It's not going to be quick at all, but this is just kind of a shakedown run. I don't have any other transmissions to use. Everything is crawler based. I think eventually I might try to find an HPI was it Wheelie King transmission. It's the same stuff same one they use on RC Model X rigs. Made a crude little battery mount. This is why I opted to put a roof on this thing, because I knew there wasn't going to be any room for interior. It's kind of counterintuitive. I've got all the electronics kind of on top and then drivetrain and transmission on the bottom. I could have moved it back further and shortened the drive shaft, but I've got good pinion angles like this, and you know, it still keeps kind of true to scale as far as where the transmission and stuff is. One more wire I need to tie up right here, but yeah, it's a mess. This whole other side, there's just so much wire, and the reason that is, if you've seen the videos where I did the suspension, there are 3 Y adapters for the servo wires. You tie the back 2 servos together, and then I had to do a inline reverse polarity doodad on one so they both move in the same direction, and then there's the same thing on the front. It goes a reverse polarity, a Y adapter, and then to a Y adapter with the back, and boom, it's all into one channel. Auxiliary switch on the radio turns them all on and all up and all down at the same time. I might be able to just do that with that wire. Yeah, I don't want to put any more zip ties right now. So I still need to do a little tweaking on the suspension. It's a lot heavier now, but I don't have any screws in my front servos. So let me find those real quick, and then we'll zero them out. That way we get them nice and even, because I just tested it a minute ago and they were off a little bit. Alright, so we are aired up. You can see this side is down quite a bit further. So, yeah, this side's up too high. I'm going to pull that little guy off of there. Pull this one off of here. Put the front down nice and flat. And we'll go with that. Do it like there. Now we'll go ahead and tighten it. Getting a little bit of feedback through these front servos for some reason. They're a little jittery. That one's wiggling all over the place. They are cheap little servos, but they are metal geared. But I've got a few extras left. I bought, I think, like 18 of them. Alright, so auxiliary switch up. Alright, so let me throw the body on real quick. The body mount's real easy. I don't know if I've ever really showed that. I've got 4 body posts on the side. 2 are like a body pin mount. They're aluminum. They're off an old RC 4-wheel drive rig. And the body just kind of slides around those. And then the other holes are lined up for a scale bolt to go in. So, it's not as easy with the roof on it now. Stick your finger in here and pull the body out. Do the same thing over here. There we go. Now, where's my scale bolts? Alright, so, we're ready to get this thing outside. It doesn't go up as high as it used to because it's all the weight now, but we still have our suspension. I think I'm going to have to put springs on the rear shocks, add a spring to it, because it is not going up hardly at all. Alright, so I took the rear end apart, got the secondary springs added in. Now it's a little more level. It still tries to go with it laid out. Let's get this thing out and see what happens. I'm really not trying to bash it or anything. I just kind of a shakedown run. I don't have much concrete. I know it's not going to be fast, but I'm hoping with the slicks it'll at least slide and be a little tail happy. So let's go. Well guys, that went alright. It is terribly slow, unfortunately. Just the way that transmission goes. I had some screws back out of the bead locks on the wheel. I'll have to thread lock those. It's kind of frustrating because it kept hitting the tie rod steering link and it would stop the wheel from spinning. I've got some issues with the suspension. I think I need to stiffen up the shocks even more, because after a couple runs up and down my road, the shocks stopped rebounding as much as they did originally, and I wasn't getting as much lift, and it was causing the body to drag on stuff. So I may have to stiffen it up a little bit, put some heavier springs inside the front, especially. The rear I already added 2 sets of springs, so we may have to add a heavier set inside of that as well. But it's a success. It goes forward, reverse, turns left and right, goes up and down, so the basics are working. Now we just got to work out all the little kinks and perfect it. But it looks pretty awesome, and it's exciting for me to see this thing finally run, because it's been on the bench for well over a year, and I've kind of given up on hope on having it actually completed. But I got the motivation to do it again, and I appreciate you guys following along, sticking with me. It's been about 4.5 years now, maybe 5 years. I'm not even sure how long we've been going here on YouTube. But I appreciate everybody watching, and be sure to like, subscribe, and share. Hit that notifications bell if you would like to stay up to date. And be sure to check me out, rceveryday.com. And we'll see you on the next video. Keep it scale.